What's up, you guys? Welcome to Second Chance with Johneri'O Scott, where stories of resilience, redemption, and personal triumph take center stage. Today, we have Bodied Bae Esthetics owner and operator Ajae Johnson. How you doing?
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
Listen, I had to have you on because not only are you a black woman
Yes.
doing her thing,
Pocket.
but your story of second chance, like seriously, resilience,
Thank you.
redemption,
Thank you.
personal triumph.
Thank you.
Like you have a beautiful establishment.
Thank you so much.
So,
I love my little baby.
Listen, I always say we never know where someone got to.
Right.
You know their journey.
Right.
But your journey,
Thank you.
AJ, like girl, give me a hug. I do gotta give me a hug.
Yes.
Just
I
start
appreciate
it
that so
because,
bad.
like, from homelessness, living in your car, better yet, staying in the prostitute home. Like,
Talk about it. Clock it.
how did you get here?
First of all, praise to the Most High.
Listen, got to always.
Okay, always, because it literally would not be none of this without him.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, my story didn't start in Atlanta. I'm from Ohio. I'm
Okay.
from Columbus, Ohio. When I graduated college, I moved back home. I moved back home for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Got in a little toxic situation.
We all.
And I decided it was just time to move about. And I'm a Libra. So Libras are a little bit indecisive and very abrupt with their planning. So I immediately was like, I need to get out of my city. I need to start over. I didn't have a job, so I had no money. I just sold all my furniture. And I had $1,000. So I packed my car up, gave my mom and my dog. My sister drove, for real. My sister rode with me. And we was like, let's go. So we get here. We go to, first place I stayed at was the Red Roof Inn.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just having fun in Atlanta. Like, I'm not taking this move so serious when I move here. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't understand what I just did. But a journey. So I wasn't taking it as serious as I should have. So, we're outside. We're at Escobar. We're at these different establishments. We're having a time, okay? And then time for my sister to go. So I'm at the Red Roof Inn. I literally had, after spending the money on Red Roof Inn, I had $600.
Oh, shoot. Uh-oh.
Now it's getting sticky. And I'm like, I don't have no job lined up. I don't have a place to live. I know no one. No one. So I get on the app store, find an app that should help find roommates. I find a room for rent for like $500. I'm like, yes.
Leave you with 100.
Okay. Leave you with 100. So I go pull up. It is very much in a sketchy part of town. But who am I to judge? I only got $5 anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I go meet the women, and they're all girls. So I feel a sense of safety.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm like, oh, okay. They seem nice. They're telling me from the different places they're from. I'm like, okay, this is cool, whatever. So let's fast forward. I move in. I finally get a job because I do have a college degree, so I have me a little corporate one too. Start working. I'm the only one in the house with a car, and I'm noticing that the girls
in and out
have rotations. The men's are in rotation. So I'm thinking maybe they're hoes, but not the professional kind. So I'm just like, maybe to each their own. We're in Atlanta. They living it up.
Right.
And then I got my job. So when I got my job, I guess it made the girls feel like I thought I was better because I was working a 9 to 5 and I was getting up early and I was trying to be productive. So that started a whole lot of backlash. I was literally in training at my job, and I had to literally drive back down because one of the girls called me because the girl was threatening my stuff, wishing very ill on me. I don't play with that kind of energy. So packed all my stuff. When I packed my stuff, I had nowhere to go. I had no money saved. So that's how I ended up in my car. So I was in between my car and hotels for 3 months straight. And then one time I went to a training in Rome, Georgia. I'm in my hotel. I walk out. My car is repoed. With everything I own. I only have a duffel bag with 5 outfits that I had in the hotel with me. And it's crazy because I feel like God really was preparing me. As we talked about, like the Most High, He was preparing me. Because that morning I woke up, I prayed. I felt so close to Him. Like I was like, oh, this is a great morning. We're gonna have a great day. Like I went downstairs, got breakfast. I walked out
feeling good, feeling godly.
Feeling godly. I felt His presence, and now I make sense of why I felt so strong. He's like, baby,
You need me.
You don't know what you're about to know.
I know you're about to walk out.
Okay, so I walk out feeling great, feeling so inspired, and I have no car.
Yo.
And everything I owned that I moved down to Atlanta with, gone. Yes. So that was rough.
Your story, like when I was reading, I was like, yo, like, why, just doing my research, and I saw that, and I was like, that's where we have, like, the week I was gonna move to Atlanta, walk out feeling godly.
Okay.
My car was repossessed.
No
Yes,
way.
car was repossessed.
I'm telling you, they get you every time.
Car was repossessed. Didn't have no job set up, no money. My mom kept my dog. Like,
oh my God, no way! Yes.
Listen, and I moved from
my
South
Shih Tzu,
Carolina.
his name was Milo.
I got a Shih Tzu mixed with a poodle.
Shut up! I got a Shih Tzu mixed with a Yorkie.
You know what?
That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Yes.
So just thinking about second chances, and that was the entrance of your second chance era.
That was, but at the time it don't feel like that.
No, it never.
At the time, it feels like your whole world is crumbling down. You made the worst decision of your life.
Yes.
What have you done? And it's also a shameful feeling because it's like, I gotta go back home with my tail tucked between my legs, and you don't want to do that. I'm very prideful, so I literally had to take a Greyhound back to Atlanta. First time ever been on a Greyhound. Hated it. Girl. Sorry for everybody who do the Greyhound, but hated it. Like 0 out of 10. Okay. Found a hotel immediately off of the Greyhound. The next week actually, when I got paid, because I still had a job. I got a car, a little CarMax little thing. You know what I'm saying? So then, now it's on my money. So now I got to stay in my car. I have to be in the car. So now I'm literally in between QT's, McDonald's, and Planet Fitness to get ready for work. So I would fake work out for 10 minutes at Planet Fitness. I get on the treadmill for a little 1-2. Like, you know.
3, 4, I'm going to the bed.
After my little 10 minutes was over, I'd be like, time to take a shower. Okay? Because I didn't want it to look like I was just coming in for the shower.
Right.
So, I do my little Planet Fitness 1-2. And then COVID hits. So when COVID hits, my job says, we're working from home. So what I do, I literally was staying at the Motel 6 down the street. So literally, this is so crazy because I feel like God put me in this area for a reason. Literally, because I was always staying in hotels in this area, all that. I don't know anybody from here, but it's just an area that I grew familiar with and I was comfortable in.
Crazy.
So I was at the Motel 6, literally right down the street. I remember it was Sunday. I was watching a sermon on my phone on YouTube, and I was just writing and journaling my intentions and what I wanted. And I get the email that comes through. We're working from home until further notice. Honey, when I said I packed my bag so fast, I packed those bags. I ran downstairs. I said, can I get a refund for the rest of the days that I was going to pay? I paid for like a week, whatever. I was only staying for like 3 days. Can I get a refund? I took that same money, gassed up my car, and I drove 8 hours home. I called mom and said I'm on the way. So thank God for that, even though COVID was obviously not a great thing.
But it was COVID really was a setback for a setup for a lot of us.
I'm telling you, because I went home, I still had my job, so all I did was stack.
Yeah.
I stayed with my mom. I stacked for 3 months. I came here back to Atlanta. My job called. I got me an apartment. I invested into my first classes for this.
Yes.
And then I started saving up periodically for my suite. And the rest is history.
Yes. Now, that's not a second chance story.
A second chance. God did his big one for sure.
Yo. So, what has your second chance story taught you?
Nothing is impossible. What looks like a setback for me, I felt like, I was a college educated when I came home. I got myself in this weird situation with, this man, and it didn't seem like that was supposed to be my story. It was like, this ain't me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this can't be me. Out of all the things, all the people that could happen to, why would it happen to me? Like, but it taught me that you're not exempt for anything.
That part.
Life is going to life. Regardless of how good of a person you are, regardless of how pure your heart is, regardless of your intentions, life is going to life. People are going to try and they're going to test you. But perseverance, willpower, faith, only the size of a mustard seed is needed.
Gonna show out.
Okay? It's going to show out. And literally, it just showed me that with God, literally all things are possible, because what I thought was breaking me was literally making me.
Yes!
It literally forwarded me 10,000 steps ahead than I never thought none of this would be possible.
So how did Bodied Bae
come about? I was on an Eventbrite trying to find events to go to meet people in Atlanta. And I seen this class, the body contouring class. And I had seen it months prior on Instagram at one point when I still was living in Ohio. So I was like, oh, that's something I've seen before. So I screenshotted it. I'm like, but it was like $25. eh. And then when I was like, I want to come down here, I want to be an entrepreneur. I didn't want to do lashes. I can't do hair to save my life. I was like, what am I going to do? And then God brought that back to my head. And I said, oh, let me look that up again. And literally that's how it came about. I'm not going to lie, like I just knew
Right.
you're going to be it. But I've developed such a passion for helping men and women develop their confidence. Just seeing how people feel when they get off my table.
Yeah.
How they feel when we're in there kikiing. I don't care back where you come from, where you grew up. We always can find something in common. And it's like, I love that when you leave here, you feel confident. You feel either confident in your results. You feel confident in the plan. You feel like, oh, this is about to be my year. I'm about to step. I'm about to do something for myself. It really is self-care. And most of my clients are Black women and men. And I love doing that for my community. And not doing something that's like a scam or, trying to, cheat people out their money. We're really showing people, like you said, education. And we're also changing their perspective of themselves. Like, that's deep. That's big.
So when did you like really know that this was your niche? Like, everyone else, can do it, but not AJ. They can't do it like AJ.
They can't do it like AJ. That's a camera bite or sound bite. So I feel like that was my niche when people really was messing with me. Like big names, small names. People were really like, I need to come to Bodied Bae. And I'm like, at first I was like, there's 1,000 of these things around the city. Like, why me? But it's like you said, they can't do what I do.
Right.
So how I do it.
What are you bringing to the cosmetic and beauty industry here in Atlanta that no one else is bringing?
Authenticity. Real results. Real educating facts for my clients, because I feel like a lot of people are just trying to make money. They're trying to, and there's no shade, no tea. They're just trying to get their bag up.
Yeah.
They're doing anything to get the bag. They don't care who you are as a person, what your actual goals are, what you might be dealing with mentally. They don't care about that. And at Bodied Bae, you're going to feel like you really are a family here. You're going to feel like, I literally love being here. Like, I love talking to you. You're going to feel comfortable. You're going to feel like I believe in what she's telling me to do.
Yes.
Even if it might be a little pricey, you're going to understand I have your best interest in mind. So I feel like what I bring is a realness. It's a truth. And it's literally I really want the best for my clients no matter what. It's really, obviously we need money to survive.
Right.
Obviously we need money to run a business. But it really is not about that. And I know people say it all the time, but it really is not.
Yeah, definitely from my experience today, because, your guy
Got bodied.
Got bodied today.
Okay.
And what was the ab sculpting?
Yeah, EMS sculpting.
Yes.
Which is an ab stimulator for 20,000 crunches. And he took it like a champ. Okay.
But go ahead, tell them more about that, because I see that it's really picking up.
So EMS sculpting is one of our #1 popular services that just hit the market. Like I said, it's the equivalent of 20,000 crunches. So you're going to feel it. It's going to be felt. However, it's very safe. You don't have any type of side effects besides soreness in the morning. And you get the results you want. Not everybody has time to work out. I just started my workout journey, but I run a spa. I have employees. I have my own personal life, so it's not always easy to get to the gym. I'm not always motivated. I'm not always this. I'm not trying to substitute the gym, but this is a great way if you can't make it that day, or if you just want something to add on to it.
Right. So other services that you provide, like post-op care, which is very important. Like when I was laying on the table, like you share so much information to me that I was like, yo, like I feel like I can go ahead and be a part of Bodied Bae.
Okay, that's how you're supposed to feel.
Yo, you ain't doing it right.
Okay.
So, but like, let's talk about the post-op procedures and the care.
Yes. So #1 services that people normally get for post-op is lipo and BBL, because typically that's the one of the fastest trending surgeries right now. So with that, you're probably down for about 6 months to a year. And what people don't understand is you have to budget out your post-op care.
Talk about it.
You have to budget it out. So even if your surgery is $15,000, that does not include your aftercare. And you're going to pay a nice penny for aftercare, because aftercare lasts for what? Up to a year. Okay.
Up to a year.
Yes, up to a year.
Not 3 months, not 4 months, not 6 months.
Okay, up to a year. You have to continue to buy fajas. You have to buy creams. You have to invest in your post-op massages. You have to invest in these things, because your body is investing. You just spent all this money. And if you don't get your massages, your post-op care, you can develop fibrosis. You can develop scar tissue. And now your stomach is looking a little rough and tough. Looks like you got little rocks in there. And most of the time, if it sits for so long, then you have to get surgery again.
So it's just like buying a new car.
Okay.
You buy a car, you got to get the oil change. You got to get the tires rotated, get brand new tires.
Okay. Talk about it. It's an investment. I feel like a lot of people, because social media, people feel like it's just not no big deal. Like, oh, I seen so and so get a surgery and then she was in a club 2-3 weeks later. That's so and so journey. That should not be your journey, because if you're doing it right, you're probably down for about 4 to 6 weeks anyway. And then you're not really establishing your normal routine for up to a year. You shouldn't really be smoking tobacco because that can widen your blood vessels and increase more for infection. You shouldn't be drinking alcohol because that thins your blood.
Yep,
now,
if
anything happens, then you can bleed out a little bit faster. You shouldn't be doing excessive work and lifting and partying and because your body is in recovery mode in real life.
So one thing that stick with me when we was doing the EMS, when you said that the veins in your booty,
let's talk about it. Clock it.
Attracted to your heart. Talk about it, because I don't think a lot
So
of people
we were talking
know that.
about illegal butt shots. So at Bodied Bae, we do liquid BBLs, which is FDA approved. We have a nurse that comes in town that actually does the sculpture shots. It's just a filler. That's a derma filler that builds collagen in your butt. But you were asking about the illegal kind.
Yes.
And that is very dangerous because, one, most people who do illegal kind obviously are not licensed. They're not going to be the best people to go to. Two, the substance they use is I don't know what everybody uses, so I'm not going to speak on it. But it's not an actual filler. It's like more of a substance for like breast implants or things like that. That shouldn't be in your butt, okay? And third, your butt has the most veins to your heart.
Oh my God.
So one wrong move to a vein, it goes immediately to your heart.
And you gone.
It can be fatal. So it's very important to do your work. I know we all want this, small waist, hourglass booty, me included. I want that too for myself. However, just do it safe, because it's not worth your life. It's not worth causing damage. You see the story referencing K. Michelle. She shared it with us. You see the story how that changed her life and how many times she had to go through surgery. And most times in America, doctors here do not remove the illegal butt shots because it's so risky. You have to go overseas, and that's also a risk by itself, going overseas. But doctors, it should tell you if doctors here is not even willing to touch it. They're not willing to touch it because it's so risky trying to carve that out your body.
Ooh. So when it comes to consultation, that's very important. So
that's
how does
very
the procedure
important.
Works here from start to ending?
So typically we encourage everyone to DM us if they are interested, or book a free consultation online. Once the consultation is booked, you can choose virtually or in person.
It's hard to run it back. You said it's free?
Yes, it's free. It's free. We don't want to discourage you. We want to see what your actual plans are, what your goals are, and how we can actually help before we even charge you an opinion.
That means she cares.
Okay.
She cares.
It's not a money grab. So you're going to come in virtually. You're going to call in virtually, or you're going to come in personally. We're going to take a look at the body part that you're looking for. I'm going to ask you what your lifestyle is. Do you work out? Do you drink water? Do you eat healthy? How many times do you go to the gym? Do you wear waist trainers and fajas? What does your everyday life to life look like? And what are our goals here? Because we never want to sell a dream. I'm not going to have someone who never works out, who doesn't drink a lot of water, who eats really bad, come in and tell them, oh, yeah, you can buy this one-time service.
and you're good.
We're not going to do that, because that's not only making them feel discouraged, it's going to make them feel like they did something wrong because I didn't tell them the truth. They're going to feel like this was a waste of their money and time. And I never want nobody ever leaving my establishment feeling like they got. So I always try to do a custom curated plan during the consultation where everybody's plan is not going to look the same. Your plan is going to differ from my plan. My plan is going to differ from their plan. Everybody's plan is going to look different because everybody's body's different. Their lymphatic system is different. Their drainage system is different. They're working out. Their metabolism, everything is different. Their goals is different. You might want to bulk up. I might want to lose weight. We never know. So we're here to custom curate plans for you so that you get the results that you're looking for, not that your friend or your neighbor is looking for, but what you're looking for.
Yo, you was in for what, 6 years?
Yes, 5 years. So this was about 6 years, yeah.
When you look back 6 years and you're looking in the mirror, and what do you say to yourself? Like, yo, I'm on this.
What I say is, girl, I knew you had it in you. I knew you had it in you. It's like I always felt like I was a boss. I really did. I truly did. Even in my 9-to-5 days and my college days, but I didn't have the confidence of a boss. I didn't have the mentality of a boss, and I thought being a boss was selfish. I thought it was about me.
So do you think your second chance era, or entering, going through what you went to get into your second chance era, why was that necessary?
It grew me as a person. I feel like if God gave me this
Back
with who
then.
I was 6 years ago, I wouldn't have this.
Say that.
Okay? I wouldn't have this. I would have ruined it before I started it.
Because when you think about it, like you said, you came here with $1,000, and that weekend you went crazy.
Okay, that weekend I was...
Right. So
Atlanta's expensive. So that's what you got to know. Okay?
So if you, like you said, if you would have, let's say instead of $1,000, he gave you this back then.
Let's talk about it. It would have been done. My ego would have been big. I would have felt like I did it. I would have felt like it was by my own efforts.
Right.
I
worked for that.
I would have been I. But I feel like this process has taught me I have nothing to do with it. Obedience is obviously a factor. But the way things played out, I tell people all the time, the way things has played out in my life, you would think I was telling you a story.
Like, girl,
I would be giving you a movie script. And it's like, but that's how I feel. I really feel like God is literally orchestrating my story. And I'm just living it in real time. And it's a blessing. It's a miracle. And it's like, dang, me?
Right. Like, it really
is. So it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. But I'm glad that I got it when I got it because I can maintain it. I can keep it.
So what advice would you give that female or that male who has that mentality that, I want to be a CEO. I want to be, the big brand entrepreneur, but just going through the trials, the tribulations?
I would say, that's hard. I would say to anyone like me who wants to be that person but hasn't yet found themselves in that position, you can't cheat the work. You can't cheat the journey. It's not going to just be like, it's not.
You gotta go.
Even if you have the celebrity client that comes to you, even have this, that does not make you who you are. And a lot of times I feel like people like me, even me when I was back then, I had an ego. And I didn't even deserve to have an ego because I didn't even accomplish anything yet. But my ego was, this is me.
This is me.
Yeah, like I can do this. I can do this. And it's like, you have to understand being a boss is so much not about you.
Woo!
It is so much not about you, but until you can understand that, until you understand that it's putting people in position, it's changing people's lives, it's putting everybody to win. If you're by yourself and you're just calling yourself a boss and you're the only one winning, you are not a boss. If your only goal is to allow yourself to win, you are not a boss. But if you understand the team aspect, because truthfully, I don't care what your team looks like. It was 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 800 people. I don't know, but you can't do this by yourself. And for a long time, my team was me and God.
Right.
And then God brought me people along. And your team doesn't mean it's going to be forever because people will switch out.
Right.
But you got to stay your course. And I feel like if you want to get to that position, because I'm still growing. I still got way more levels I see myself at. But I just think every day I tell myself that this journey is not for me.
It's not.
It's for the inspire. This interview might inspire the next person. And that's what God used me for. It might, this journey is for somebody else. If your blessing is only affecting you,
then
it's not your blessing.
Yo, that's crazy.
It's your ego.
Me and my mom was actually talking about that today because we were just saying, how, Second Chance came about and I told her I had to do this interview and I was telling her your story.
Oh, yeah.
And she was just like, it's crazy how our lives are a testament not only of who God is, but what he can do.
But what he can do. If this is only affecting you, this is not God. Literally, we're on this earth and regardless of your religion, you have to know.
Yeah.
It's a bigger cause here.
It's a bigger cause.
Something's bigger in play.
Yeah.
We're not here for our own satisfactions. We're not here for the fancy cars, the fancy shops, we're not here for that. And I feel like my purpose, even if somebody comes to my shop and we just have a casual conversation, I want them to be like, dang, something is deeper. And I want to seek that. It's a different light in her. It's a different aura to the shop. It's a different feeling. And maybe that feeling makes them go home and be like, what was that?
Right.
And later on, that might be an introduction for them to God. I'm not doing nothing that I'm trying to say, like I'm just trying, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying, this blessing, this shop, this space, even coming about this space, I was not qualified for this space. This is a big space, guys.
No, y'all, this is nice. Y'all gonna see because y'all gonna book.
Yeah, okay. Every other realtor turned me down. This is the only space that gave me a chance, and it was the most expensive one, and I was terrified. I'm like, I don't know if I can come up with this money. I was coming from a suite, and I'm like, I don't think I can come up with this money, and I'm 2 years later. It's not always peachy. I don't always just have the money off bat, like, oh, rent is taken care of. It's never always like that. However, 2 years later,
Look at it.
that's
Bodied
nothing
Bae
but God.
still here.
Still here, and we're still growing. And like I said, it's all a bigger purpose. And I'm excited to see how many other people we can educate, how many people, lives we can touch, who we can inspire. It's just all about each one teach one. Especially, I'm very passionate about my community. I want everybody to feel like they can do it. Like, you don't have to. It don't matter where you came from. If you come from the hood, if you come from the suburbs, if you're college educated, if you're not college educated, if you dropped out of school, it does not matter. If you're the black sheep, if you're the favorite in the family, if you put your mind to something and you pray on it and it aligns,
that part,
and it aligns, it's something off limits to you.
Yo, your humility is now humanity.
Oh, thank you.
And that's crazy. Like, you did it. Bodied Bae Esthetics here in Atlanta. So how you're ensuring that everyone else looks nice and has, peace, because here is peace.
Oh, thank you.
What are, skills or things that you do to ensure that you have peace for yourself?
So I just started my peaceful journey, because when I first started this, I was very much about just my clients. I would come to work looking any type of way. I would not really be taking care of myself,
just
not
working
for myself. But now self-care is huge to me. So if you know me, I'm going to go ahead and get me a little drink every once in a while.
Period. I'm
going to go get me a dinner, nice dinner. Even if I'm by myself,
Mm-hmm.
I will go to dinner. I will have a nice dinner too. I'm going to get my nails done. I'm going to present myself and show up to work. I'm not going to come in sweats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to come in Crocs every day. I'm going to show up because I want people to know that if she cares about herself, she's going to care about me. But it's not always easy. I didn't start off like that. But you have to understand, you are a reflection of everything you do. Mm-hmm. You're a reflection of the God you serve. You're a reflection of the friends you have. You're a reflection of your parents. You're a reflection of all these things. And I'm a reflection of my message. And if I'm saying I believe in self-care and I'm showing to look at any type of way,
then
how are you going to trust me?
Make it make sense.
Okay, so I feel like I've incorporated maybe a little bit too much. Because my bank account be like, girl.
Hold up now.
Again. However, I really do believe in now taking care of myself. I can't pour from an empty cup.
I like that.
So.
So in a rapidly changing industry, how do you adapt and reinvent yourself to stay relevant, both professional and personal?
Education. I have not. 5 years later, I still haven't stopped taking classes. I go to school. I've got licenses and certifications. Like, I'm going to stay on top of the game, because every day there's something else. We live in 2024. There is so much technology, so many techniques, so many methods, and as much as you want to think you're the best thing out here, you're not. And there's people that you can learn from. So I feel like if you cannot stop investing in yourself. You can never think that you got it all. Because yesterday's technique might not be today's technique. It might be a trend today that everybody wants to get lipo shots, and tomorrow everybody want to get EMS sculpting. You have to stay on top of things and educate yourself. Even if it's just scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through TikTok, seeing what your ideal client is looking at. What are they interested in? What is piquing their interest? So some type of education, not thinking that you're the best thing happening and that you just got the game on lock. Because I've had a lot of who's coming through. I'm never going to think that it stops there, or that's just going to carry me through the rest of my life. No. I'm going to continue to educate myself. I'm going to continue to stay on top of new technologies, new machinery. I'm going to invest my money that I'm working on not only into my self-care, but back into my business, back into my education. I just hired my PR. He's not on camera, but he's the GOAT. And I'm investing to myself because he's going to help me get to that next level. Invest in your team. Invest into people who believe in you as well. So I would say the name of the game is to keep evolving. Don't ever stay stagnant, even if it scares you, because I'm right now terrified. What I'm at right now in life is super terrifying, because I see a path, I see a vision. I don't know exactly how I'm going to get there, but I'm trusting God. And so just evolving is scary, but you can't stop.
And I wanted to go back on, you said that things are evolving, and how you now do the lemon bottle drops. So go ahead and tell them about that too, because
so lemon bottle lipotropic shots are a lipotropic agent that goes into your stomach or arms or legs or thighs or back, anywhere you have unwanted fat, even your chin, and it's going to go into your fat cells, shrink them, and you're going to eliminate them through your poop and your pee, so your lymphatic system. So for 7 days, you're going to be active, if you know what I mean. Active. You're going to be active. You have to drink a lot of water because you want your lymphatic system to be as active as possible as well. But you're going to eliminate it safely. You don't have to go under the knife, but you're going to get the same results. You're going to lose 4 to 6 pounds a week. This is not a one-time service, guys. Okay? This is non-invasive body contouring. So I don't want you to think anything you do here is going to be a one-time thing.
All right, you guys. So we are back, and I have a game.
I love games. I'm excited though because these look intimidating.
So I'm gonna let you spin 5 times.
Okay.
We spin 5 times.
Am I picking a number every time?
Yep.
Okay.
So we're gonna when we spin whatever you land on.
I'm doing. Okay.
You gotta put that question.
Okay, ready?
All right. So the name of this game.
Okay.
Is called Bodied Bae Who?
Bae.
Okay.
Okay. I like this.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead. Let's go.
Okay.
Spin it. All right.
Okay.
Number 8.
Okay,
8 is great.
Okay, do I take it?
Yep. Yeah, I got it on there.
Okay. Sleeping on the back is recommended during recovery for BBL.
True
or false? False, sorry. Your stomach. You don't want to lay it on your back. You just got your BBL, honey. So you got to lay it on your stomach. I also don't say the size because you can develop fluid here and then you'll sit and then you have fibrosis on your sides. So stomach.
Okay, Body Bae.
Okay.
She know. Okay. Spin again. Spin again.
I like that question. That was very good.
10.
10.
Okay.
Give me my 10s.
Hey.
Okay. Massages can help enhance the results and improve recovery for both
Lipo and
BBL.
BBLs.
Yes. Post-op recovery is important. Massages is basically post-op recovery. You want to make sure you get those. The first time after your surgery, you want to at least get 10 back to back.
Body
Okay.
Bae. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I like this.
You understand?
Okay.
Listen. She said, I know what I do.
I know what I know. This is 9.
Yep. 9.
Liposuction recovery involves less bruising compared to BBL. False.
True or false?
You're going to be bruised up, period. The BBL, your butt might be a little bit bruised, but your most fat is coming from the stomach anyway, so that's going to be the same as your liposuction.
And is that, again, why it's important to do those?
Mm-hmm. Because when you get a BBL, you're not getting massage on your butt. It's just your stomach. Your stomach, your back, and your sides. Same as you did liposuction, so it's not much. You're not touching your butt.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Educating.
Okay.
Body Bae.
Okay.
All right.
How many more I got?
Yeah. Just 2 more.
I like these questions.
Oh.
Okay. Don't do me like that, y'all. Oh, they don't want to hear nothing I gotta say.
Hold
Oh,
okay. 6.
Okay.
A 7. Oh, yeah, 6.
Swelling is a normal part of recovery for both BBL and lipo. True.
Okay.
You're gonna be swollen. It's a lot of fluid, so make sure that you get your massages.
All right.
And wear your compressions. That means boards, foams, fajas, compression socks. You're gonna be stuffed, baby.
It's a lot, y'all.
It's a lot. It's my last one?
Yep, it's the last one.
Ooh. Cool sculpting freezes and eliminates fat cells without surgery. True. Let me give you some tea though.
Okay.
I don't personally like cool sculpting because it does freeze the fat cells and eliminate through your through your lymphatic system. However, you can do the same thing with just the regular like Venus legacy or cavitation and eliminate the extra process of like it thawing out and going to the lymphatic system. We can just melt it already and let it slide through.
Okay.
So it's an extra unnecessary step.
Listen, Body Bae, and is that a service that you have?
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I know, but I don't again like to do stuff that I personally believe in and I've seen results for it and I don't personally. Everybody else do it, kudos to you, but I personally did not like that service.
AJ, like what is next for Bodied Bae Esthetics? Like you definitely are educated about what you're doing.
Yes.
This is a family environment. So like what's next?
We're going global with it, okay? I want to have spas all over the United States. I want to impact other beauty entrepreneurs. I want to be a actual positive role model in the beauty environment. And I understand, like, a lot of times in beauty entrepreneurship, it's a lot of mean girls. And people who actually don't want to see you win, or people who don't actually want to help you evolve. But I really believe this beauty changed my life.
Right. Definitely.
It's changed my life. It changed the course of my life. The people attached to me. It's offered opportunities. It's done a lot for me, and I'm a girl's girl. I love beauty. I love getting dolled up. I love supporting my other beauty entrepreneurs, and I just want to do that on a more bigger scale. So you got to be tuned and stay tuned for that.
All right. And speaking about staying tuned, how can they stay tuned with you?
Follow us on Instagram at Bodied Bae Esthetics. Follow us on TikTok at Bodied Bae Esthetics. Follow us on Facebook at Bodied Bae. And just make sure you're tuning in. We post every day. We have great content, okay?
Yes.
So tune in, stay active, DM us for any questions. We don't bite. We're not like rude. We'll answer any question we can.
Hey, well, you guys, y'all heard AJ herself right here in Atlanta, Bodied Bae Esthetics. I'm your host, Johneri'O Scott, and my guest, Ajae Johnson,
Yes. Thank you
CEO,
for having
operator
me.
of Bodied Bae Esthetics, you guys. And guess what? You have just been bodied.
Period.
All right, y'all, peace.